An elephant and its keeper had a good relationship for years. One day, the keeper slapped the wild animal, and his reaction surprised everyone. Famai was a wild-born elephant. Like all other Thai elephants, he was born in a tropical rainforest surrounded by exotic wildlife. However, his well-being in the wild could not be guaranteed. Unfortunately, since 1986, elephants have been considered an endangered species in Thailand. They are the national animal of the country and are beloved by many, and yet Famai wasn't safe. The population of elephants in Thailand has decreased significantly over the years. The biggest culprit of this sad fact is logging. This is when businesses cut down trees for profit. This activity may be benefiting people around the world, but it comes at the expense of animal lives. The damage caused to the rainforests in Thailand led to the loss of habitat, and so elephants struggle to survive. This is precisely why he was rescued by Sayenguen Chailet, who is better known by her nickname Lek. Lek has made a name for herself among the conservationist community due to her contributions in helping wild elephants. A couple of decades ago, she founded the Southeast Asian organization Save Elephants Foundation. This foundation has a sanctuary called Elephant Nature Parks, which is situated in Chiang Mai, Thailand. Currently, the place provides protection for more than 70 wild elephants. Although the link might not seem obvious at first, elephants can be likened to dogs. Just like dog rescue organizations, Save Elephant Foundations is centered around helping elephants by providing them with a temporary home or rehabilitation programs. Elephants may be grand in physical stature, but they are still susceptible to mental and emotional challenges. Lek is one of the many people who understands this about the wild animals, which is why she puts her heart into caring for them. When she reflected on her love for the elephants in her sanctuary, Lek said, "From my experience, some elephants are very shy, some are funny, some are serious. All of the elephants have different personalities." This is one of Lek's favorite things about the animals, because they remind her of people. The special thing about Famai was that he was the first elephant that Lek's foundation saved. On the day that Lek first found Famai, the soon-to-be keeper knew that she was walking the right path by becoming a conservationist. As Lek first wrapped her arms around the baby elephant, an instant bond was formed. The two have been almost inseparable since then. Even though Lek has rescued countless elephants over the years, she will never forget the first time she was able to give a home to an endangered creature. That is why so many people found it shocking when Lek slapped Famai. In the bright hours before the moment occurred, nothing seemed out of the ordinary. Famai went about his usual routine of feeding and strolling around. As he grew older in the safe space, he developed a few friendships with the other rescued elephants. For most of the day, Lek was preoccupied with completing her duties as the leader of the sanctuary. There were several animals to care for and a lot of financial issues to sort out. Despite all the effort needed to run such an organization, Lek never complained about her job. Animals were more than just pets or pretty creatures to look at. To Lek, elephants had souls, just like humans. And so she felt as if she was completing her life mission by dedicating all her time to saving this endangered species. At the end of the day, Famai and Lek were reunited. It was still a hot summer day, and the air was humid. It would have been enough to make anyone a little irritated. Nevertheless, elephants have developed an ability to cool themselves off in hot weather. Areas such as Southeast Asia or Africa are considerably warm all year round, and yet elephants are able to live there comfortably. Lek felt only one emotion as she laid her eyes on her elephant friend. Can you guess what this emotion was? Lek was not irritated, nor was she tired. As the elephant keeper saw Famai waiting for her, she felt only happiness. It was a comfort to know that at the end of a long day, she would always have her dear friend to turn to. It was clear from the bright look in the elephant's eyes that he felt the same way. There were a few people in the area, and they stood quietly on the sides. They observed the pair, and some of them even took out their cameras. They began to take pictures and videos, believing the moment to be worth capturing forever. Even though these people had seen Lek and Famai interact before, it was always an astonishing sight to watch the large creature behave so sweetly with a tiny human. At first, Lek simply laid a hand on Famai. The keeper was stroking his trunk, attentive to the creature's peaceful expression. It was clear that Famai was tired, but Lek knew that the big animal often struggled to fall asleep. Like a child, Famai sometimes seemed scared to sleep by himself. It was at this moment that Lek did something shocking. she slapped Famai. However, the slap was a gentle one and clearly did not cause Famai any harm. The people surrounding them were shocked though. It was only a single slap, but it was enough to catch everyone's attention. After the keeper slapped the elephant, he had an astonishing reaction. Without making a sound, the elephant lowered his large body onto the ground. Nevertheless, Lek's hand remained still. After a minute passed, Lek also dropped to the floor. She positioned herself right beside the elephant and moved her head where her hand was, so that she was resting against Famai. The hand which had slapped the giant creature was now rubbing its trunk. The bystanders watched the scene in confusion and fascination. Lek began to sing. It was then that everyone finally understood what was going on between this keeper and her dearest elephant. Lek was helping Famai go to sleep. Slapping may seem like an aggressive action, but in this context, it was a sign to indicate bedtime. Lek's melody was carried by the wind. Although the day had been hot, the temperature had begun to drop at nighttime. All that could be heard across the area was the cool, whooshing air and a beautiful tune. Not much research has been done on whether elephants truly respond to music, and yet, the sweet moment between Lek and Famai clearly demonstrates that music has more than just a pleasing effect. Lullabies can put an elephant to sleep just as easily as it can a baby. It turned out that this was not the first time Lek had slapped Famai, only the first time other people had caught it on camera. This is because Famai had been struggling with sleep for a long time, ever since he was a baby. Due to the fact that Lek was the primary carer for the elephant, she had spent several years trying to help him fall asleep. For a long time, figuring out how to get the large animal to rest had been a process of trial and error. Eventually, the keeper was able to establish a routine with the elephant. Lek would either slap Famai's body or gently hit him with a towel or cloth in order to get the animal ready for bedtime before lulling him to sleep with her melodic voice. Lek has saved countless lives over the years, and she continues to do great work for conservationism. Although the title of the organization suggests that wild elephants are their priority, Lek has rescued a variety of animals. In fact, the sanctuary can also be considered a safe place for other wild creatures, such as boars and buffaloes. Hundreds of domesticated animals such as cats and dogs have also been saved by Lek's foundation. Since the story of her first slapping, Famai went viral. The elephant keeper and her precious friend have had many more pictures and videos taken of them to capture their sweet relationship. There is a video circulating around the internet of Lek lightly hitting her elephant with a cloth or towel. This action is not enough to hurt the animal, and the people who know the full story understand how this is actually a good thing for Famai. Time has only helped the bond between the keeper and her elephant grow stronger. How did you expect this story to turn out? Let me know what you thought of the story in the comments. I'd love to hear it. I hope to see you again in another video.